Oh, no, she's not the Leinster one, it's the Pembroke one. Oh, she's going to win the most recent as well. But then, still not better than you are. Evening. Make an effort. Hey, no. Good, thanks, yeah. How are you? What are we playing? The Hills.
Got it. Is that Rebecca Goff?
Why?
Yeah. Well, good evening. Good evening and welcome to Sydney Parade. Tonight's game, Pembroke's women's seconds playing the Hills, and the Hills are well underway with a super boundary from Rebecca Goff from the third ball of the day. It's a slightly overcast evening here in Pembroke. 12 over a side game this on the 3rd of September, a day that lives in infamy. Ed O'Neill's birthday today, and very happy birthday to him. And of course to the first 11's Jack Tector, his birthday today as well. And just to finish it off, well, today would have been the 80th birthday of Michael Sharp, and we remember him through the plaque on the wall. And the Michael Sharp corner, Kimley drifting onto the pads again, slips past Isabel Jennings at keeper, and another one that runs all the way to the fence.
It was okay anyway, it was just quieter.
Okay.
It was just quieter.
Okay. I just couldn't hear me, and that surprised me.
You were there, but it was quiet.
So Rebecca Goff off to a fine start. 2 boundaries in this first over, as the Hills seconds look to set a good target off just 12 overs. Rush women, top of this league, hardly dropped a point all year. 10 from 10, 12 from 12 for them. 40 bonus points. Then Clontarf seconds. Oh, just to show you the golf in class here as we've finished the first over with just those 8 runs on the board. Golf in class in this division is something else. Rush women first, 12 wins from 12 games, 49 bonus points and a percentage of 96.333. In second place then is Clontarf, who have 8 wins from 13 games and are on 59%. Then 58 for North Kildare, 55 for Leinster and 55 for Pembroke. Pembroke are 0.1 of a percentage behind Leinster. As this dot ball gets played out in the offside. Anna Beale, very nickel bowling. And then the bottom 3 are on 24, 15 and 13. The Hills are the team on 15.5%. They're winless from their 8 games. They've had 2 called off and have been defeated in 6. They have a good opening partnership here. Squeaky shoes of Tim Tector walking past the ground mics, and Niall deciding that the rain is a little less imminent than perhaps it was earlier.
It's here.
I know, I was hidden inside somewhere. Super delivery from Nicol on this occasion, pitching and just leaving the outside edge. Another dot ball. Good over this from Nicol so far. I've got an earworm at the moment. Last song I heard on the radio. The only problem is it's Taylor Swift. And the only way I know to get rid of an earworm is to sing the theme of the Muppets. I don't want Jim Henson's estate putting a claim on this video. Another one just goes through to the keeper. This is a super over from Nicol. Just a 12 over game, remember.
Question I was going to ask. How far had they reduced it?
12 overs aside. That's been the call.
How dark it is by then?
I have a text to show you, by the way. I don't blame you. Get Bella settled in and just sit down and watch TV, love. Dinner's done. Yes, you will. Bye bye. Oh, you'll see me before then. So Zoe Bell now to bring her off spin to the nursery end. So third over to begin. 8 runs having come from the first, from the bat of Rebecca Goff. Should be looking to get after Zoe Bell, no doubt. This one slips past Isabel Jennings behind the sticks, and they pick up a bye, nicely returned. Susie Whaley doing the feeling just off screen. Nice one to get all the same.
Yep.
That does bring Bottley on strike. Jennings having to throw herself across to the leg side to try and slow that one down, but it doesn't stop Goff coming through. 2 more being added to the score. Molly Butterly, the non-striker. You can see Goff looking to get after the bowling, and she does so successfully. Chopped away behind square on the offside. No fielder in that area. 4 more runs, and Goff almost exclusively dealing in boundaries. So another season draws to a close. People back wearing heavy coats again. Bat first, perhaps. That's what it sounded like from the Dougals. .15 without loss. Going along quite nicely. Bit short, but played out. Anna Lynn doing the fielding, preventing any single. Another one played back towards the bowler. They look for the quick single, gets through for it, and that's clever batting by Rebecca Goff. Obviously the one in form. She's on 14 from just 11 deliveries, whereas Molly Bosley yet to get off the mark. I'm sure she will. But at the moment, Goff doing her best to engineer the fact that she will be facing the next delivery, which will be bowled by Anna Beale. Nobody whipping into the live chat as yet. Yeah, chat to myself. Well, it's Anna Beale all over. Same consistent action we've seen over the last few years here. She's done a super job of skippering this side down the years. Oh, a full toss. Not quite the connection that Goff was looking for, but nevertheless it finds the fence. 4 runs. What's the thing about wearing the headphones? I couldn't hear that. I was wondering what you were laughing at. 4 o'clock is the time I got to bed at on Sunday morning. Yeah, it was a good night. Speakers were good. Oh, that's another nice ball from Beale. Good length.
Were you by the time you were going to Leinster the next morning then?
It's grand. It wasn't a heavy night drinking. You know, only a couple of tequilas. Just played around the corner. It will just be a single. 4 balls gone in the over. That will leave Bottley 2, which to attempt to get off the mark. Yes, it's been a long season. What's the latest count on number of games covered?
Don't know.
So 54 still counts.
Way.
Oh, we're way beyond that. And Lynn McDonald now on at the nursery end to bowl the 5th over. And then we'll be halfway through this innings. Skipper certainly rotating her bowlers. Nobody getting a second over. But then again, nobody's made the breakthrough and said, give me a second over. Sharp appeal, turned down on this occasion. Well, this occasion, the finger does go up after the appeal. And Annabelle. Annabelle. One of the first to congratulate. One of the last to congratulate, as it turns out. Anna Lynn McDonald picking up the wicket. That's the end of Rebecca Goff. And here is the wicket. That was it, the faintest of edges. Rebecca Goff refusing to look up at the umpire at first, but knew what was coming. I had Kieran Sharp on to me earlier as well. He was wondering about recording some of the more experienced members' experiences of Pembroke over the years and what would be the best way of going about it with his phone, etc., rather than just oral. Not filmed in a studio. And what sort of format could it be, and could it go onto the YouTube channel as a, or does it have to go onto the website as somewhere to be stored, be available? What do you think? Well, Kieran wants to do it, but he just wants to know what's the best way to do it. But he's willing to put the work in, as I say. Another one well lifted up. There's an appeal. It's definitely going down the leg side. Started outside leg. Seemed to be moving that way as well. Needs to get that one just a bit shorter if she wants that to be effective. Amy Scollard, the new bat, joined us in the middle now. Nicely played away. We'll take the single out square. Nice shot that is too. Left hand, right hand combination now, of course. One more ball in the first 5 overs. Oh, super length again. Nearly taking the edge again. Molly Butterley just unable to get her bat on the ball at the moment. However, with 5 overs gone, the Hills have moved on to 22 for the loss of just Rebecca Goff. And here for your viewing delight is just how the worm looks at the moment. Well, see Rebecca Goff after that second over started to manage the strike. But now with her departure, the Hills starting to level off. Ollie, could you go just a bit further? If I can see you, you're in the way. Nice shot. Scollard playing it out on the offside, but Anna Lynn is there at point to do the fielding. Good evening. Of course, don't envy Nick Stapleton this weekend. He has to pick the side for the league clash on Saturday in Anglesey Road. Georgia Beattie bowling from the St John's end, and they take a single just from the first ball. Dot ball. Georgia Beattie's mum, Gail, of course, in line for the catering award, being the only one to have sent cake down to the commentators. Be challenging the reigning champion, who is of course Bavner, who has provided me with more curry than I could cope with. Yeah, end of season awards. Putting them together now.
When you'll probably hear all my work here first.
Yes. Just played back to the bowler. Sorry, earworms. Oh my goodness. And let me guess, it's early Genesis. 7-minute drum solo. Oh, I'm right. I'm closer than I think. Well, this one gets past Jennings. Nicol picks it up, fields it, gets it back in. It's signalled as a bye. And that's a good over from Beattie. Just the 2 runs to come from it. Yes, chocolate biscuit cake. That's what I savoured. I can't remember what the other one was. There you go. Oh, that's right, yes, the cookies. 25 for 1 then at the halfway mark. We'll just take a... Will we? No. No. When we get the opportunity, we'll take a quick look at the scorecard, show you how this game is going. But 25 for 1 suggests that Pembroke are going to be chasing a total somewhere around 50. Ah!
Put it over here, so it's
Yes.
like you have to get away.
So I have to actually... So I actually have to move. Oh my goodness. It's the junk bag. Jelly babies. Toffee crisps. Snickers under another name. Boost. Biscuits. It's all in that. Every calorie you've ever wanted to count. So Scollard, I will. No, I won't actually at the moment. Scollard will take strike. Anna Lynn McDonald, being the only wicket taker, gets to go again. That's a little outside leg. We will have to sit Anna Lynn down with the LBW law. Law 42, is it? LBW? Dismissals. Nice shot. There is a fielder out there. And she does keep it in the field of play. Lainey Martin with a lovely little slide and almost hockey-like moving the puck down the ice. Nice ball. And nicely taken. Well, that ball deserved a wicket, and it picks one up. Scollard departs. She had 4 to her name. And 27 for 1 becomes 27 for 2. Isn't Lane... yeah. It was a lovely little slide and hand pass back in. Just lifted out on the leg side. It was too close to her body to get a full swing in. Was never going to clear the ring. The catch is taken and the wicket claimed. 27 for 2 after 6.5. Now with this break in play as the Pembroke fielders hold matters up, let's take a quick look at the card. Now Amy Scollard, as you know, has just departed. And we don't know who is due in next. We can now tell you. Quiver Emmett to face her first delivery, and she punches that away on the leg side. There is a fielder out there. And the ball comes flying back in from the boundary rider. Zoe Bell tonight foregoing the wide brim hat. Oh, this one down the leg side again. Again, batsman swings round on it. This one's in front of square. Anna Beale is chasing after it. She will get there. And a nice throw, keeps it to a single. Nice bit of chasing and fetching. And that's another run to the total. Score's moved on 29 now. Dot ball as it's picked up inside the ring. That finishes off the over. 1 wicket and 4 runs. Excellent over. 7 gone. And here is the Pembroke bowling to date. All very tidy indeed. Very nickel with a maiden. And then you can see just how few runs have been conceded. This will be the 8th over. Just 3 to go now. Lainey Martin into the attack. This will be the 8th over. So 7 different bowlers used. Oh, good length.
Have you ever seen a keeper bowling their pads? I don't think we're giving them time to do a keeper swap.
But somebody could just take the gloves.
Exactly. 12 over game. Can't have 12 bowlers.
I think heads would explode. Susie Whaley. That one's nicely played away on the leg side boundary. That takes the Hills on to 33. Nice shot, this one. Butterley has been there since the start. But again, once you've been in for a while, the ball seems a bit easier, a bit slower, a bit bigger. You get your eye in, and then you can play shots like that, and you can catch up. Six from her last 7 deliveries for Butterley. Oh. Everyone makes it back safely, no panic, but it is a dot ball. 33 for 2. The fact that Lainey Martin is the 7th bowler shows you the strength and depth of this second 11. Susie hasn't bowled yet. I say yet because they've used 7 when it's a 12 over game. I thought they were just going to use 6 and then go in reverse order. Another one pulled round to the leg side. Very nickel does the fielding. And that's the end of the 8th over. They're 34 for 2. Graham Mooney biting his fingernails with the tension. I keep expecting to see that. And here we are. 8.
Who's left? Who's missing?
Who hasn't bowled? Kim Lee, Very Nickel, Zoe Bell, Anna Beale, Anna Lynn McDonald, Georgia Beattie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Susie. Georgia didn't bowl the last over, did she? Who did? Lainey Martin is 7 and Susie Whaley is 8. So the ones we're missing: Isabel Jennings, Izzy McLean, Anna Darcy, and unknown bowler. Well fielded, well bowled again by Whaley. 3 dot balls to start her spell. Tough coming into a 12 over game. Being asked to bowl 1 over. But so far, with 3 dots, has made a super start. Nice shot. But nicer catch. Very nickel again. And Susie Whaley picks up a wicket. Just as importantly, another dot ball for Pembroke. And the Hills find themselves 34 for 3 in after 8.5. And now we just have to work out, is Izzy McLean going to bowl? I'd say she is. Big swing of the bat, just cutting underneath it a little bit rather than driving it along the ground. And Very Nickel, hours and hours of practice pays off. 3rd wicket falls. And the run rate has dipped below 4. As Tara O'Brien comes out to the middle. Yep. Well, it's certainly a team of all-rounders when you pick 8 bowlers. Oh, my word. Susie Whaley's back foot just, well, it was on its edge and it just went slightly the wrong way.
Like never.
Oh, and there she goes. You can just see no grip on that front toe. She's got the slicks on and needs the intermediates. And went for a bit of a tumble there. I hope that was signalled dead ball. I suspect it was. Good evening, James. How are you?
I'm great, thanks, Craig. How are you? Have a good evening, all. Sorry I'm late, but, you know, got to work for a living these days.
Well, civil servant.
So, reduced match, I hear.
12 overs aside. I'll bring you right up to date. It's 12 overs aside. Susie Whaley is the 8th bowler used. This is the 9th over. 3 wickets have fallen. Rebecca Goff came out and bashed a few at the start, and other than that, it's been kind of quiet. A few runs here and there, but just as many wickets. And the run rate is now down at 7 3/4, and 3 overs to go in this innings. It's September the 3rd, which is Jack Tector's birthday, Ed O'Neill's birthday. That's Izzy McLean. So this is bowler number 9.
Yeah, I heard that. I was listening to it on the way down on YouTube, and everyone's having a go. Maybe give the keeper a go.
Yeah, well, Niall was saying, you know, why did they choose 12 overs? Because somebody's got to bowl 2 then.
Yeah, I know. Just
in consideration.
Well, I think that should be Annabelle.
And I was saying, well, aren't we a team of all-rounders when you bring on bowler number 9?
Yeah. Bit of work for the Hills here. I need to start putting the accelerator down a bit, I think, now.
Well, the trouble for the Hills, as well as anything else,
Nice shot.
I don't think they have 11.
Right, okay. Well, it's nice of them to turn up anyway.
I've counted 9 here, but they're fulfilling the fixture, and I hope they're enjoying their time here at Sydney Parade.
Yeah, it's great
Get
that
a
they
chance
turned
to
up.
have a bit of a bat. And that one's played nicely past the bowler. They call for the single. Susie Whaley, though, with the underarm throw. Reminiscent of her mother. Always favours the underarm.
Well, you know, I think it was a good choice in that instance. You know, you're not going to give away any. So just sort of calorie fix there. You're not going to give away too many overthrows with an underarm, are you?
Again, Susie Whaley, good bit of fielding, saves the single.
She's very good in that position. Not much gets past her.
2 to go. Anna Darcy, an unknown bowler.
Big hoik across the line there, but gets around the corner where there's someone just a deep backward square and they pick up a single.
This has been a very disciplined bowling performance as well. Obviously, Division 2 doesn't have the same constraints as Division 1 with regards to wides, leg side wides. Pembroke would have conceded a fair few more if the umpires had been using that interpretation of the laws or regulations. And 1 ball to go in this McLean over. She's conceded 3 off the bat. Evening, Faircroft. How was the head on Sunday? How was the head on Sunday? Yeah, seemed to be a good night anyway.
Well, end of the over there. Pretty good over for Pembroke. Only 3 from it. And the score now moves on to 37 for 3 off 10. 2 to go, as Craig was saying. A little bit.
Anna Darcy. Well, there is the card. You can see the lack of names there at the bottom.
Yeah.
But apart from Rebecca Goff, and fair play to them all for coming out, and it's great to see the fixture being fulfilled.
Yeah, I think it's excellent. Well done, Hills.
Do you know what I do hope? I hope that in the second innings, Pembroke lend them a couple of fielders.
Yep.
It would be the right thing to do. This has no bearing on league outcomes. Rush women are on 98%.
Maybe get Shauna Cavan in the bat for them.
Yeah.
Bowl for them. Yeah.
The Rush women are 12 from 12 or 13 from 13 and are on 98% or something. And the team in second place are on 59%. And the team in 5th place is on 55%.
Okay,
and then you've got 3 teams at the bottom. The Hills are one of those. And victory here would no doubt drag them out of the relegation zone. But that having been said, it could be that they have a team in the league below as well. So you wouldn't know.
That's true.
You wouldn't know what would happen. And of course, all promotion relegation is at the discretion of the authorities.
Yeah.
They're the ones who say no, that team should. I mean, Pembroke Thirds, for instance, in my opinion, they had that wonderful year where they were unbeaten in the year, but that was with Natasha Robinson's clan in
Yeah,
tow.
that was half a quarter of the team.
You take that many people out of a team, it changed it entirely.
Completely.
And the Thirds have struggled in Division 3. The Seconds have gone okay in Division 2. Nothing, it's a good place.
Oh,
that one just pops up off the bat. We've seen that happen a couple of times tonight. A couple of catches from ones that have just sort of not really been hit properly. So promotion relegation for this side. This is just for fun, really. 12 over bash.
yeah. Just make it a training session.
And
Bit of batting practice and all that sort of stuff.
one more chance to have a run around the paddock
Yeah,
before winter,
Hang up the boots for another season. Well, that's
before the autumn arrives.
Batter just slightly disappointed that wasn't given a wide, I think. But attempted bouncer there by Kimberly McDonald. No, it's great that they come out, yeah, because we're moments away from the end of the season, really, in context.
Yep. What's been your most enjoyable game this year?
Well, yeah, that's a bit of a tough one because there's been some great games, the ones I've really enjoyed. I think I enjoyed.
The tie? yourself and Graham were commentating when the tie happened.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I don't know. It was the most enjoyable, but it was good.
Exciting.
It was very exciting.
That one comes off the bottom of the bat, runs out in the offside. It's another dot ball. It finishes the 11th over, so with 6 balls remaining, the Hills are 39 for 3. And whilst they change ends.
I mean, look, the first have had some great games. There's no doubt about it, and they've been always entertaining to watch. I enjoyed the women's seconds game that I think last week when we had 2 consecutive games, and was it Sarah Forbes who got 2?
No, Emma Mullen.
Emma. But Emma Mullen got...
she's not playing tonight.
2 half centuries. I know she's decided to give someone else a go.
I think she's protecting her average.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think that's totally understandable. But, they were great games to watch. The seconds have put on some great shows as well. The tied match, though, was pretty good. What about yourself?
Well, I enjoyed the tied match, but I wasn't on the commentary of that one. Well, obviously, personal highlight would be the Irish Senior Cup final in the Mardyke when Phoenix won by a run. It was a strange one to watch from that position and trying to describe the action as well as trying to understand what has just happened.
Yes.
Now, whether he actually touched that ball that went through to the keeper, I have no idea, and no analysis of the TV picture will tell you either. But the umpire gave it out, and Phoenix home by a run. But playing the scoop shot when you only needed 2 to win or 1 for a super over. In fact, if he'd got out of the way, stepped inside it, he probably would have got a wide. But heat of the battle and everything, and these things happen. But that was quite an incredible game. Very Nicholas into her second over. Pembroke has stopped at just using the 9 bowlers tonight. We'll show you the bowling card first after this over. It's going to take longer than the batting card.
I did enjoy watching the game where Greg Hollands got his 105 not out, or whatever it was, his century.
Yep.
That was a good game. He, really stood up and, took that away from the opposition. He just played out of his skin that day. Some great support by other players like Sunil Gupta from.
He got a half century.
He got a half century, and I think Joe did maybe, or
Luke.
There was a few.
5 wickets.
He got a 5. He got a 5. It was a great sort of Pembroke day. So that's got to be one of the highlights. Oh look, I mean, I just enjoy coming to any game that I can commentate. There's very few that you walk away going, gee, that was tough.
Well, even the one-siders, there are individual moments.
It's got to be catch. Yes, that's caught. Another wicket down.
So 41 for 4 as Emmett departs. Quiver heads back to the pavilion, and her partner, Tara O'Brien. I think it's Tara. I really don't like saying that out loud unless I actually know. Tara O'Brien.
Yeah.
Will find herself a new partner now, as this is Quiver Emmett's departure. No foot movement, just cutting underneath it.
Is it Denise?
No, that is Izzy McLean.
Izzy McLean, sorry.
Takes a fine catch. Could move her up on the catches charts. You never need a massive number of catches, I think. Now, that having been said, I think I've only won all season. But I haven't played very much. But the winners, who are the people who are playing regularly, you don't need to be taking a catch a match or anything. It's never that high.
It's almost like somewhere between 5 and 10 max,
Just discussing things now.
Yeah.
Get people thinking, oh, well, I have 4. Would that get me anything?
Well, that's the end of this innings by the looks of it.
Catch a match will generally win it for you if you're one of these people who plays every game. But there's been times when it hasn't won it as well. Oh, sorry, I missed that. What happened?
So I think it just went down leg side and wasn't called a wide. It was just a dot. I think it was a bit ripped off from the Hills' point of view. But anyway, after the 12 overs, after their innings, they posted 41 for the loss of 4 wickets. Probably slightly under par, but I'm sure we just have a quick break here. It's,
Well, let's. I'll let you have a look at the cards, James. You turned up a little bit later. Oh,
and
that's unusual.
yeah. Okay. Anyway, but look,
here we go. That
think
came up as summary. What's this one? There you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
That looks like a batting
5,
card.
6, 7, 8, 9 bowlers used.
Who missed out?
Anna Darcy.
Anna Darcy.
And Isabel Jennings, the
Right,
keeper.
yeah.
But Susie Whaley,
Look at that.
1 wicket, no runs, one wicket maiden, and they
Yeah.
didn't give her the second over.
I know. I think I should be having words with the coach about that if I was you, Susie. Anyway, no, that's a great spread around card,
look
isn't
at
it?
that.
There's some good performances there.
You can see the two at the top actually had to bowl to Rebecca Goff.
Yeah. And
But
so
once-
Zoe got a bit of stick.
Once those overs, once she departed, then the run rate slowed considerably.
Yeah.
Anna Lynn, top wicket taker with 2 there, and you see the couple of partnerships as well. Partnership of 21 at the start, that was the backbone of it, and then 6, 7, and then 7 again. So, and then
Yeah, just struggled to get going. It was obviously a bit better bowling than probably what they anticipated or hoped to get. But here we watched, let's look at the batting card. Yeah, Rebecca Goff got him off to a good start there, 19 off 17, but then that's pretty much the only...
she just edged one through. It was wide.
Really?
She chased it and just edged
just trying
it through to Isabel Jennings.
Just trying to push that run rate along, I
Yeah.
assume.
Molly Butley, she hung around for quite a while and was starting to find a lovely 4 she hit, and she ended up with 7 off 23, but Very Nickel took that fine catch in front of the clubhouse, and Susie Whaley collected a wicket for her total. Amy Scollard, well, Isabel McLean took a nice catch on the leg side as she tried to play a shot off Anna Lynn McDonald. And then Izzy McLean, again, the catcher for Very Nickel. And that was the 4 wickets, 41 runs. And really, it shouldn't be enough.
No.
But you also don't know how Pembroke are going to approach this, because it could be that Pembroke will decide to give the batsmen who all season have been, say, 8, 9, 10
tail.
jack and not had a bat. You can see there the run rate just sort of slowed up and slowed up and slowed up. Rebecca Goff made a big difference at the middle. And there is the Manhattan as well. And you can see those big overs. You can see
Gaps there, yeah.
bang, bang, and a maiden in between. And
That hurts.
And then once
9,
she was out here, then there was very little else after that. And so there we have it. I'm just now going to play with the graphics and see what comes up. Obviously nothing for that button, and we'll try that button.
Oh, some of the Hills players have come out for a bit of a warm-up already. Just want to get on with it. And, make sure to hold their catches. It's a little bit on a chilly side tonight. I should expect to get in on the other side of summer. A little bit overcast, but not horrendously bad just yet. But it does get dark quite early. We were
Feels like
my,
April
my,
again.
my son and I were out doing football training last night. He plays for Dorky United, and training started at 8, which is pretty late. By 8:30, it was black as black could be. And we're trying to do training, and the lights weren't working on the pitches, so it's just absolutely ridiculous.
These things.
Almost need balls of a fluoro or got rattles in them.
Yeah. Football for the blind. No, you certainly notice the evenings closing in now quite rapidly, getting earlier and earlier, and then we'll have that hour change at the end of October, which just
makes us into hibernation.
True hibernation until March again.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But, there's cricket played everywhere, somewhere around the world at any one time, so...
Yeah, perhaps
we
we'll
get to
watch
watch
somebody else's stream.
Absolutely.
Go hunting around YouTube for...
Village cricket Indian style or village cricket New Zealand style.
Have you watched the Freddie Flintoff
No.
on tour?
No, I haven't yet.
Well...
That could be something for the winter.
I'd certainly tuck that one away and say, I'll have a look at that, because it's really interesting all round. and not just about cricket, but Flintoff, of course, had that horrendous accident.
So yeah, I haven't seen anything about it actually personally, but yeah, I heard it was really bad.
Am I hearing rain?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jack. Yep. Okay. He's going to put on
Is it raining out there, Ethan?
Oh, it is. You're not hearing things.
I'm going to go and grab the Dougals. You stay there.
Yeah. So we are getting a little bit of moisture in the air by the sounds of it and the feel of it. It's been confirmed by some of the spectators coming through. And this huge crowd we have tonight. Well, that was the shower. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, the ones earlier on today were quite biblical.
Yeah. It is downpouring in a big way overnight as well. But I think it was a good... So I assume they just decided to do 12 overs because of light and
everything.
Yeah, and everything
quite
like
sensible.
And also because it's cold out there and who wants to be around for that?
Yeah. Moment of the summer. What one moment did you sort of go, Was it a catch? Was it that ball that took the wicket for the tie? Is that the... Or was it the cover-driven four you smashed down to the pavilion early in the season?
Oh, there was some catch that I saw. I think it was JJ Garth did something, which, he does something astounding every match, in my opinion. But, let me think about that. Because there are some spectacular moments. I mean, we talked about it this season, about the level of sort of professionalism that Nick Stapleton and Connor Mullen have brought to the teams, especially the top two teams, and how, they're just, as a result, they're just doing absolutely spectacular sort of stuff in the field. Oh, geez, that's a hard one because there's been so many. It's almost like there's so many that you can't remember any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's only when I go back onto YouTube and go back through the games, and you kind of go, oh, that's the game when.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There are certain games that just stick with you, certain innings that just stick with you. Yeah.
There's been some good caught behinds. There's been some good slip catches. There's
that Greg Collins catch
yeah.
last weekend.
That's pretty specky. I think actually one of the ones highlight was, I think it was was it Harry Tector who threw down the stumps from, or one of the Tectors I think threw down the stumps from a great way out to run out someone.
I think it
was it one of the I thought it was Harry Tector.
No, I think you're right, it's one of the Tectors.
And he was down here.
Harry.
Yeah, it might have been. I think he was like down here in sort of a deep third man position at the time, and they took off and they came out. I think was it just going for one run, but they hesitated or something, and he picked it up and just threw it in, and it just crashed in the stumps at at warp speed, and the guy was 1 or 2 feet short, and it was just amazing to see, because you would have put the smart money, you would have thought that that batter's going to get in if he slides his bat.
Yeah.
And he was well short.
Well, it's always a good one to see, isn't it? It's a good one to do. I had one once where it was hit out square leg. The guy playing for Malahide at the time was an old first team player, had been cajoled to come out and play, but he still had that touch of clock. He still looked...
Yeah, like he knew what he's doing.
He definitely knew what he was doing. And he played this one past me at square leg, and I caught it just before... I caught up with it just before the boundary, turned and fired just the one stump square and hit. And he was only asking his partner if they wanted the single.
Yeah.
And had wandered down the track and then suddenly realised and couldn't get back in time. And that was back in the days when I had... I mean, that's then deep into the last century, that one. That's one I would remember.
That reminds me of something I watched on Village Cricket, one of these highlights.
They're always
last week, where... same thing, like the ball was hit over the bowler's head, and they run two, and the fielder picks it up just before it gets to the boundary and throws it into the keeper's end. and the guy at the keeper's end is sort of moved down, 5 or 6 paces or feet outside of his crease to see if the guy wants to go for a third, and it hits it on the full, and he's run out.
Ah.
It's like, you didn't even see the ball coming, just.
Yeah, you get those ones, don't you? I think I've given more than I've received on those. Well, here we go. This is good. Hill's getting a bit of a warm-up here, a bit of a coaching session. This is excellent. This bodes well for next year, of course.
Yeah.
Well,
the Hills are a fantastic club, and hope they get more members and they can.
Such a community club.
It is. It's fantastic. I always enjoy going to the Hills and playing there and meeting the people.
Getting there early.
Getting there early.
Yeah.
Get a spot in the car park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How they put on the magnificent tea.
Oh, they always have done.
Yep.
Even before we did away with teas, I think they're still doing it now.
They still do, and you feel
point of principle, and you feel awful.
You feel awful
because we're not offering the same to them, and we should do.
Yep.
To clubs like the Hills that are continuing the tradition of teas, which I think is magnificent. It's part of the game, especially down in the lower leagues.
Now,
thank you very much.
thank you, Gail. Oh. We have presents.
Well, look at that. Biscuits turn up from Gail Beattie. Definitely going for the catering award.
Isn't she ever? She's got my vote. No?
I think
Just on-
who actually wins.
Just on sheer quantity. No, oh, yes. No, but just on sheer quantity, Babner has to be in there. I didn't experience one of those ones. The Van Schieker's family
Oh, yeah.
came down and did a couple of catering events, and they were meant to be magnificent as well. And Bavner, of course, who provides Leinster Cricket, it appears to me, with 90% of what they march on.
She should open a shop.
And
a kebab shop.
yeah.
Well, I think she could make a fortune, and there might be some health and safety or food rules, food handling rules or whatever like that. But I reckon if she made a pot of curry
Every Saturday
night, she'd make a bucket load of cash here, selling them for a $5 or a $10.
Well,
I'd pay for $10 for her food anytime when I've had a...
no, just a
3-4
$5
pints.
for the little plastic pot. But you have to pay another $5 deposit on the pot.
Yeah, and then another
she
$5
gets-
for a spoon.
So she gets, yeah, it's Ryanair. Well, that one is cut away on the offside. It opens Pembroke's account. It's not going to reach the boundary, but they will pick up 2 and think of a third, but decide against it by not talking to each other at all.
And it looks like, they've got 2 substitute fielders from Pembroke, so that's good.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Susie Whaley appears to be one of them.
And is it Georgia Beattie?
It could be Georgia Beattie down there.
That's a well floated up ball.
That's well bowled. Niall is sniggering at me again.
We really need a whiteboard. And
I need-
something.
I need a
Just
white-
be writing the things I don't want to say.
White stick. Tara O'Brien it is who's opened the bowling from the St John's end. He's getting a nice bit of movement, chopped away in the air. The fielder in the ring, bending down to it, doesn't get there. The Pembroke fielder does. And this is...
There's a nice bit of shape on that ball there.
must hold back the rant. But if we were playing in whites with a red ball, you wouldn't know there were subfielders out there.
No.
I think it makes it more confusing because people say, well, why is that person wearing black? Well, she's playing for them at the moment. Well, why isn't she wearing black? Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas when we all wore whites, it was never even an issue.
Well, I reckon there should have been a section that you have to wear something like equivalent to a clown suit. If you're not going to wear whites, it's got to be that sort of garish.
No, 11 of Niall's
Yeah.
sleeping bag suits.
Or the shit shirt nights, you know.
Yeah.
Something like Hawaiian shirts.
Well, I did sort of make that suggestion when the thing of coloured clothing came out, that we all just go down to Penny's and get a do not wear near a naked flame or under direct sunlight polyester.
Yeah. Pick up a whole
Hawaiian
team's kit
shirts,
for under
yeah.
20 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Pembroke 5 off this over so far.
Trouble is, you wind yourself up for a big shot and you just explode into flames, I think. Just the static.
Can't run 3.
yeah, without a trail of smoke coming out of you. Yeah. Anyway, we digress. It's a good over, actually.
Yep, just the 6 runs going onto the board, which of course is in excess of what Pembroke need. They just need another 36 now, and they have 11 overs to do that in. Kimberly MacDonald will be facing her first delivery. And as I said, I think they're mixing it up and giving the bowlers, people who normally bowl, give them a chance with the Willow tonight.
Yeah.
My favourite subfielding.
What was that?
You may have been there in Trinity when we brought on the random spectator in his kilt to subfield.
Yes.
Security guard comes charging over to try and get him.
Oh,
off
no,
the
no,
pitch.
no, 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 he's okay.
He's all right. He's
playing.
part of the team now.
I was there.
Right.
I was also there for the spoon game.
I wasn't.
Oh, the spoon game. Yeah.
He's a
I
great.
was involved in the start of it. But
Which does make up a good biscuit.
She does make a good biscuit.
And there's the first wicket. Rebecca Goff with her first ball picks up the wicket of Lainey Martin. And Pembroke find themselves 1 down in the second over.
Well, that's a good
Of course,
confidence booster for the Heels.
I think there is only one team in Trinity now, so us mere mortals don't get the opportunity to play in College Park anymore. And here is the ball that took the wicket. What do you think, James?
Yes, it is a ball. Just shaped in nicely, didn't it?
Just came in
Came
about
in just a little
2
bit.
inches.
Yeah, not much. Just enough to
Change
make
the
a difference.
direction.
Change the
Yeah.
directions. You played on the wrong line, and there you go.
Well,
Boulder stumps. If you miss, I hit.
Isabel McLean, Izzy McLean, is the new bat.
Haven't seen much of her this year. I don't think, anyway. Tell you what, Goff is bowled in a really good line, giving no width and room for the batter to get underneath it or to play it away. Just has to defend. Get another good ball. And this one, is a little bit closer to the leg side, and Izzy McLean whacks it off her legs, and it's just gets short of the boundary where they play a bit of soccer out there, and they finally pick it up and have it thrown in, but they pick up 2.
Well, Izzy McLean has a best score of 25 not out this season.
Very
72 runs in total. How she'd love to score 28 and get to a century.
Yep.
That always used to be my first mark.
There's another one. Chipped
Popped up in the air.
Fielder's a bit deep.
Sub-fielder.
No, it's their fielder.
All right.
They just look very
Just-
similar in that.
It's the outfit.
Yeah,
Similarity of the outfit.
just a sort of cut. And,
It looked like it, but it's not.
no, it's a Hills player. Just a little bit too deep there. Anyway, the single's picked up. Kimberly McDonald back on strike. This one drifts down the leg side, and it's just going to be a dot ball. Shauna Kavanagh there just looked like she might have thought about a wide, but just decided to warm up her arms by shaking them around a bit, and then that's it.
Well, Kimberly McDonald, just 4 runs to a name this season.
Yeah, good opportunity for her to get into double figures, maybe. Anyway, great over there by Goff, just 3 from it and a wicket.
Well.
So, how many can they bowl maximum?
Oh,
3?
I suppose if it's 12, yeah, because it's 4, isn't it? You can bowl 5 overs.
Yeah,
In a full game, you can bowl 5.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's 5, so it must be 3. Yeah.
the reduced overs, 12 overs.
Hmm.
I suspect it's 4 threes.
Yeah.
Although Pembroke seemed to go the 6 ones and the 2 twos or 3 twos.
That's a good ball. Right in the block hole. Just played out to the mid-off position and they run.
And again, here the Hills can't really afford to do anything but bowl their best bowlers and bowl them through. if they're hoping to take this anyway. And that's a nice shot. It clears the fielder.
You're going to pick up 2. Just well placed, actually.
That's a nice throw.
Yeah, she's got a good arm.
Half an arm.
Good use of the feet there by McLean, just to come down and
Take it on.
and basically whack it over mid-on's head. For a minute there, she thought she might have had a catch on, but it just kept on going.
Lets that one go. Yeah, stays on the mat, but only just.
Right, so we've got a very exciting weekend coming up, cricket-wise.
Well, there's certainly plenty on. Well, first of all, let's not get to the weekend too
Oh,
early.
that's a good catch.
Lovely catch taken at mid-wicket. Second wicket down, 12 for 2, and that was a nice shot, clip off the legs, but just a bit too aerial, and it went straight to the fielder, and she took a very nice catch there.
That's very impressive, yeah.
Yes, but going back to this week, tonight we have the women's seconds. Tomorrow we have the men's seconds or thirds?
Seconds.
Our director's sort of trying to
Yeah.
prompt us there.
That's
And then on Thursday we have
men's fifths.
men's fifths.
But that doesn't start till about 3. That starts at about 3:30.
And there we go, there's the shot.
Yeah.
Trying to do the same again, trying to clear the ring, and on this occasion just popping it straight into the fielder's hands. 12 for 2.
Good catch.
And then on Saturday, of course, our firsts are up in Merion, where winner takes all as far as the Leinster Leagues are concerned.
And if you don't really want to see that, you can come down here and watch the men's thirds.
Men's thirds and fifths both playing on Saturday?
No, I think it's just the... Yeah, but the men's fifths, I think, are playing away.
Yeah,
Adamstown, I think. Good luck with that. And then on Sunday, the men's thirds are playing here, I believe.
Between those,
So there's a little bit of cricket on.
And in between the Saturday and Sunday game?
You had this little thing called an awards night,
That's right.
which is generally,
That's
up for people who like to come down and maybe have a little tipple, maybe see if their favourite players won an award or...
And end all the conversations that the dinner caused.
Yes, exactly right. This one, you don't have to wear a suit and tie. You can come in your best T-shirt.
Big swing of the bat. Keeper's got to be alert here now. There could be a chance for stumping. McDonald.
So we've got 2 McDonalds out there at the moment, E-I-E-I-O. We have Anna Lynn and Kim Lee McDonald. So this one's Anna Lynn. Oh, there you go.
Gets it clear of the keeper. If you're going to swing hard.
Yep.
And she gets the single and she's off the mark.
Top
And
edge over the keeper's head.
This is interesting because Anna Lynn now moves on to 6 for the season. And she's now, 7 for the season. And she's now ahead of Kim Lee by 3 runs.
Bit of sisterly rivalry here.
This could be their last opportunity to sort out.
Who's the batter in the family?
That's right.
Or who's the real all-rounder? Wow.
Both of them, of course, much better known for their bowling.
Can they see the Pembroke team home? So Anna, what's it? Kim Lee's gone about 15 feet wide of the...
They both run very wide. And I know why they do it, but I think it's wrong. I think they need to be closer so you know where the contact is.
Well, you don't want... Yeah.
Yeah, both of
Because
them.
I thought she was about to go out to almost square leg it, or,
Well, the race is really... Oh, this one goes wide.
Yeah, just...
The race is really heating up in the women's wickets taking. Three within 2 of each other. And 2 of them are playing today.
Wow. It's a lot at stake. Oh, she just tries...
Well, that one a bit wide as well from Rebecca Goff.
She's just trying something there with her hand, I think, trying to get some more movement, and it just strays away.
Hello. Did you see her wicket maiden?
Oh, and this one just played away onto mid-wicket again. And to pick up a single, so...
Nice throw back in, right over the top of the stumps. Kevin Ryan wouldn't know what to do with that.
Yeah, normally he has to practice his gymnastics and...
You've got to get it down to his ankles. That's where he's used to seeing it.
Yeah. Best key, one of the best keepers in the club, if not the best keeper in the club, arguably. That's my claim to fame for him. T-shirts will be on sale in the lobby.
Well, he's the only man in this club to have kept wickets 2 Tenfers. He's kept wicket for many years in Pembroke now. Oh, that one right into the top of the thighs.
Yeah, that smarts a bit. That happens.
It does, doesn't it?
Wonder if she's got a thigh pad on or not.
Oh, somebody's going to be limping into school tomorrow.
Yes, I think it might have actually...
Oh, they're finished with school, I think, these two. I think they're in college
now.
now.
Okay, right.
College. So it doesn't matter what time you get up at.
Yeah.
Bowl of cornflakes.
Oh, she gets out the Yorker, keeps that one out, but just going straight to mid-wicket for no run.
Yeah, bowl of cornflakes and loose women on the TV. It's more like it.
Yeah.
College students.
Yeah, alarm goes off at 5 to 12.
Oh, that one's gone wide. Shauna Kellner's all over it. A third wide in the over. Although Goff has been successful picking up that wicket.
Just strain a bit here. She needs to just go back to having it very simple, just on the stumps.
Well, that's what she's aiming for, I think.
Yeah.
That's better.
That's better.
And much better, and causing Kim Lee a little bit of difficulty. That's the end of the over. That's 4 gone now. 17 on the board. 25 more required. And those runs have to come at a rate of 3.12. Quick subs change now as Whaley and Beattie depart.
And looks like we have, is it?
Certainly Laney Martin.
Yep.
And I'm just trying to see if I can see. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, someone else.
You can show me a close-up if you want. I'm still not going to know. Oh, the team, yes. This one's in the air. It falls short of the fielder. It runs past it. It's a vicious spin when it hit the ground.
Didn't it ever? She almost
and a lovely throw back takes off the bails.
But she seemed to slice that ball like a tennis slice to get the spin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what helped get it out square. And then this throw comes in. Straight into the stumps.
Bang. Nice work.
Single there then, wasn't there, Niall?
So, Anna Lee's surpassing her sister here with runs. Now we speak too soon.
Kim Lee gets off the mark.
Hooks that one around the corner. Pulls that one around the corner, one could say. Sweeps it, whatever. Anyway, it's a single to her and she's off the mark, as you say. So now the race is on to see who's the most successful batting sister.
Well, for season-long, winter-long bragging rights, Anna Lynn started today 2 ahead. She's now made that 4 ahead, and of course that's only 1 shot. Our umpire does not look warm there.
No.
Oh,
that's just a bit too much.
Now, the problem there for O'Connor was that she stuttered in a run-up and just had her feet wrong when she came into bowl.
Yeah, it was all just... she should have just pulled out of that, but that's a learning curve, you know.
Yeah.
That's a bit better.
There's one hit out in the offside.
But swooped on by Goff. No run there. I assume Goff is the captain.
I'd have thought so. I may be wrong.
Could be wrong too.
It's been known to happen.
That's a good ball, but she digs it out straight to mid-wicket. And no run. So a good contest happening between bowler and batter. Who's going to blink?
Well, that's it, isn't it? Pressure building. You get the feeling the bat swings are going to get bigger and bigger until something happens one way or the other.
That's just gone down leg side, but it's just a dot ball. Couldn't get anything on it.
Just 3 off the over, and here is the comparison worm. As you can see, Pembroke well behind at the moment. Well, I say well behind, they're a couple of runs behind, but 2 wickets lost.
A few of those sorts of overs where you're only scoring 2 or 3, and it puts a bit of pressure back on you.
They're actually ahead of what is the rate that is required. That's the strange one, is that they're behind, but
They're catching up.
they're due to catch up in about the 10th over. 20 for 2 then after 5, going along at 4 and over. They only needed 3.5 at the start, so that rate is improving.
And you have to think that sooner or later there's going to be a message coming out from the bench saying swing at everything, and they kind of are.
They're doing grand. This one's straight up in the air. It's going to fall. Falls to the turf just behind the wicket-keeper. My goodness, as I said, the swings of those bats are getting bigger and bigger.
But absolutely, swing hard. Bit of a shortage here.
A bag of temptation. The rustling you hear in the background is James digging into the bag of calories.
Are these Little's finest, or? Because I know that some of them are like alternative names.
Yeah, there's some Tesco ones and there's some brands. There's one the Snickers may not be officially Snickers.
Right. Some guy at the back of the factory.
Hit away on the leg side. She's found a gap this time. Heads off. Takes the score on to 4. Laney Martin does the fielding, preventing a second.
And the big boo from the sidelines was there.
Oh,
No,
bit of a boo from the bat, I think. Leave it alone.
Yeah. Kick it on. Kick it to the boundary.
Well,
Make them run 5.
Scollard bowling now from the nursery end. That was a nice shot.
Yeah,
Played
good.
around the corner.
She waited for that nicely.
That'll just be a single again, I suspect.
Oh God, this is chewy. We'll be back in a few minutes.
He's got lion bar.
Lion bars are very chewy.
They went with toffee crisp.
Right.
Rice Krispies. They fall apart very easily. And
Well
then
taken.
again, chasing that one down the leg side.
I'll tell you what, they need to start, even though they've only got 2.84, yeah, they're doing okay. They've got 4 from this over so far, so yeah, there's no panic.
You've just convinced yourself of
I
the
did, I
other
was about to
viewpoint.
say we're in a bit of trouble here, but no, I'm not. That's a good ball.
This one, just clears the bowler. Fielder behind her. Keeps it a single.
Which reminds me a bit about the kind of equivalent to the game that we saw about from Pembroke and Balbriggan on the weekend. When luck goes your way, it really does go your way, and when it doesn't, it's a disastrous game like that. They're all in the air, but they're falling safe. These 3 or 4 potential opportunities. Oh, it's a good ball, that one. But
Played away nicely on the offside. It could be only just a single again, and it is. Every time Kim Lee gets to within 1, Anna Lynn then gets another one. Stretches the lead. Another over gone then. We're halfway through. 26 for 2. Scollard's over, costing 6 runs. And Anna Lynn, she's on 5. And Kim Lee, she's on 4. And Pembroke need just 16 more runs in these 6 overs. So Pete Prendergast there, just holding probably a general knowledge quiz.
yep, discussing tactics with the captain, Annabelle, who's padded up potentially there. Well, she's got a bat in her hand. Oh no, that's
That may be it.
slider. Yeah. Anyway,
Nice hit on the leg side. They decide against a run.
probably wisely.
And probably because it didn't feel like it had come off the bat properly.
That's good decision making there, I think. Don't have to do any silly running.
And that's nicely pulled into the leg side. This time they do call for the single. They get there quite safely. Kimberly McDonald draws level tonight.
Yeah, she's hitting it well now. She's waiting. She's not rushing through her shots. So she's a bit like whatever you can do, Annalene, I can do just as well. Both on 5 now.
Oh, nicely balled away. That one was on the stumps as well. Had to make contact with that, having backed away so far.
Yeah, brave shot. I thought this might be the one that undoes her, but she, washed it onto the bat.
Yeah, they end up in a try. How do we make them have a super over? And I mean, Adelaide or
Oh, this one here. Played down to mid-on, but there's a fielder there and no run.
Just no bragging rights, is there? And then it goes to wickets taken, and wickets taken, Kimley's way ahead.
Oh, that's a little bit wayward. So,
Oh,
call.
Sneaky.
good call.
Sneaky gets her off strike.
Yep. That's 2 no balls. 2 more to the total. And that was good awareness there by Kim Lee McDonald to call her sister through. So listen, let me do it.
Get off strike.
Yep.
Oh, they gave that to Anna. And then gets the benefit of the run taken off the no
okay.
ball. I don't know why.
That was interesting.
Should have been a bye, but no bye was signalled. She only signalled the no ball.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think Kinley McDonald might be challenging that later on.
Oh,
with
should
the
be.
courts.
Yeah. Court of Arbitration. Lake Geneva.
Yeah. There's got to be some ICC court affiliation somewhere there you can apply to. Just struggling, trying too hard, I think, now.
It is actually called the Court of Arbitration.
Is it?
In Lucerne.
Okay.
And that's the sort of... Sorry? CAS. And it's the Court of Arbitration for Sport. And they didn't generally get called up by Formula One teams.
Yeah.
Who really need a ruling on the specification of an air intake valve or something.
Yeah.
But
Oh, it's a good big
other
hit.
sports get involved. It bounces in front of the fielder. Another single. And they're back to level again. And now if Annalyn can sneak a single here, she'll have the strike again.
It sounds like someone's been killed.
Edged past the keeper, and she does it. She gets the single. Takes her on to 7.
She keeps the strike.
I'm sorry, they've both scored more runs tonight than they had done
In the whole season.
in the whole season, which just goes to show you how low in the batting order. I'm sure they haven't batted many times.
But they're capable, obviously, as they're showing tonight. So, that gives
they're gonna-
confidence for the team.
They're going to win this game for Pembroke tonight, the way it's going.
Yeah, and but for next season, makes it confident that there's batting all the way down to the lower tail.
I mean,
Well, the over's not
Kim
over yet.
Lee has played in 23 games
Yep.
and had 5 innings.
Wow. This shows how much they hog the strike at the top.
Anna Lynn has played 11 games and had 3 innings. So that's why their run totals are small. It's not through lack of ability.
No, they only come out.
they're not-
There's like 3
they're
balls to go or something
Yeah,
like that.
they come in at the end and have to have a big swing, and then they get out cheaply. And well, that's
Oh.
a big swing.
That's a great shot. Just whipped that one pulled that one around the corner and picks up a single.
That seemed to be almost the shot of a trebuchet. You know those old flinging machines they used to
Yes.
have, war machines that people now use for flinging cars and pianos and things.
Yeah.
But that bat
it
came down with the sort of force that one of those does.
She hits it very hard. That's a good ball.
ball, and
that's-
it's got her.
Yep. That's it. She had to keep an eye on that. She was very good at keeping her eye on the ball for all of her innings, and then that one she just went for the big strike. And
Well, she'd had the big hit, the ball before,
Yep.
and She wanted to hit it hard again, but this time chose the wrong ball to miss. It got through, and Vanessa Scollard picks up her wicket, 1 for 7 from 10 deliveries, and she's doing a good job for her side.
Yeah, she can hold her head up well. This is a great bit of bowling. She knew that they were playing across the line, so just get one straight and you've got a very good chance, and it paid off. That was a beautiful ball.
Well, it's highly appropriate that on what would have been his 80th birthday, the voice of Michael Sharp rings in my head as you say that, with the expression, "They miss, you hit."
Very simple.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, very simple.
And that was Michael's view on, do you want me to bowl in the corridor of uncertainty? No, I want you to be certain.
Yeah.
Hit the top of off.
Yeah, hit the stumps.
So, yep. And Michael was a great man for that. He was my captain for a few years on the fifths.
Yeah, great man. The Oracle.
He certainly was. He was solving disputes, guys ringing him from payphones, all sorts.
But, you always had
Very
time.
nickel. Gets off the mark straight away. Pembroke only need 8, and that's going to be reduced by Nichol's first shot. She picks up 2. Another person who rarely gets to bat because she's playing on the firsts.
I was going to say, but Michael Sharp was always very generous with his time. You see him along the wall and you have a chat and ask him a question or two, and he was very happy to, set you straight on some stuff, or just give an informed opinion. Absolute gentleman.
Very nickel then.
That's a good ball again.
Nicely kept out. I like this about Very. She's learned to keep the good balls out, but when it's wide, you'll see a big swing of the arms.
But Scollard, she's bowling a really good line, isn't she? She's very capable bowler. Oh, that's good.
Inside edge onto the pads. No sign of an appeal. That's the end of the over. And a fine over it was too. Vanessa Scollard picked up a well-deserved wicket and only conceded 3 runs. However, due to the batting, Pembroke only require another 6 runs from 4 overs. And Very nickel, 2 of 3 deliveries. Anna Lynn McDonald, she's 7 off 19. Well, yep, we'll all be starting to hibernate away now. Pembroke Cricket Live will be, not shutting down operations, but temporarily a 7-month hiatus.
Yeah, on the cricket. Shall we mention the other great sport that gets played around here? Oh, great shot.
A super shot. It's a boundary, and Pembroke just need 2 more runs now.
Oh, Anna Lynn. That's shot of the day, I think.
That was nice work by the fielder. Do you know what she did? She ran up to the edge of the covers and went, I can't stand on these, I've got spikes on. So one of her colleagues in flat runners has gone out to get it. But that's a super shot.
Yeah.
Pulled round to the... Oh, that's emphatically her best score of the season. And many congratulations to her. And in fact, the lasting impression she's going to leave on a skipper's mind is she can bat.
Yes. Maybe she needs to be
There we
promoted
go.
up the order.
Oh, I thought that one had come off the middle of the bat. Only came off the toe. That was unfortunate because it looked like it was going to race through the covers.
Well, hopefully she gets to hold a, to get a red liner tonight. She deserves to.
I want this one.
Just followed her around, and the ball followed her. It was a half attempt there to run her out.
There was a David Bairstow moment there.
Yeah.
Wandering around. Keeper thought she'd have a go, and why not? Tara O'Brien it is. Into her 3rd over. 1 for 13 for her.
Well, I really think that the field should just come in 2 or 3 steps.
Oh, yes and no.
Yeah, that's
Safety issue as well.
Oh, there is that too. Yeah, it's a little bit dark out there.
This one hit down the ground, but there's a fielder there who picks it up very nicely.
Just can't pick that gap between mid-on and sort of mid-wicket.
Or even the other side and get it straighter.
Hit it.
Very nickel. Not quite backing up in the Craig Senior approved method. And off she heads. And again, the fielder is there for that. Another dot ball, but that 4 she scored earlier in the over has broken the back, and there's 2 required now.
Oh, it's just take your leisure now, isn't it?
Niall still thinks we're calling this too early. No.
Yeah, she's going to go through.
Go for it.
They went to the wrong end.
Oh my goodness. Very Nickel was very hesitant about that. Anna Lynn bringing the scores level. It's the last ball of the over as well. Perhaps she was counting how many balls were gone.
Yeah, she wanted to get strike, didn't she?
Yeah, you can see she's coming, and Very Nickel hasn't set off yet. If you'd gone to the other end, there was plenty of time.
Oh, she would have been out.
She's given up.
Yep.
And the ball hasn't even gone to her end. And she finds herself safely there with the scores level. And just 1 run required now from 18 deliveries.
Yeah, this is a truly great innings there by Annalie McDonald. 12. Her highest score of the season. Maybe it's, I don't know if it's highest score ever. I don't know. She doesn't get much of a chance to bat, but definitely of the season. And now it's just a case of can she keep out the good balls and carry her bat and score the winning run. Goff hoping to pick up another wicket now.
Dot ball to start anyway. Well, James, you asked the question. 34.
Oh, wow. She definitely can bat. I'm glad she's got the opportunity tonight.
This is her 78th game. And she's been with us since 2018.
God, time flies. Goff comes in again. Just following the batter. He's stepping away from the wickets there. So 3 dots now.
Who do you think she's played the most games with?
What team?
No. Which player?
Sister.
Yeah. It's one of the easier questions.
Yeah. You think about it.
Do you know they've played together? This is their 54th game together.
And Anna Lynn hits the winning run there.
And there you go. That's the game.
And they win under 10 overs. So good victory there for Pembroke. Commiserations to the Hills, but fantastic for them to come out on such a cold and, difficult afternoon. It's always hard on a school night to come out and be here on time and get motivated and that sort of stuff, especially when you haven't got a full complement. But they did well. They came out and gave it a red-hot go, and it just wasn't their night tonight, but they...
well, hopefully they enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I hope they had a good time. Well, playing cricket's always good fun.
Well, let's take you through the game as it happened, as the teams shake hands. Here is the batting card. The Hills batting first today. They only turned up with 9 players, but they put together an innings of 41 for 4 off 12 overs at a rate of 3.42. Rebecca Goff, the best known player on the Hills side, she top scored with 19, and in fact top scored in the game. Molly Butterley, well, you can see there wasn't much else after that. Just 15 runs off the bat, apart from Rebecca's 19, and it's just the 7 extras will be very pleasing to Anna Beale. And talking of Anna Beale, well, she spread the bowling around a little bit today. It looks, as James said earlier, it looks more like a batting card. However, there you have it. Annalyn McDonald with 2 for 5, and I think we'll have to name her player of the game, James.
I think so.
Best bowling, best batting for Pembroke. And
she was outstanding tonight.
Susie Whaley with a wicket maiden. The other wicket taker was Very Nickel. And other than that, well, nobody really went for many runs.
No,
Pembroke then were chasing down a total of 42 for victory. And this is the tail of the tape, as they say, as you see Coach Mullin bowling wide and short. But there you go. It didn't take much. There were 12 extras. Anna Lynn's 13 and a few runs. Again, 15 runs from the batsman out.
It's a good partnership with her sister, Kim Lee. They were out there for a little while, and I think they put on a few runs as a partnership. Can't really see that yet, but...
And there you go. The Hills using 4 bowlers. And Clodagh O'Connor, the only one not to take a wicket.
18-man partnership.
Yeah, that's the one that did it, isn't it? That's the one. 22 partnership. And
Sorry, 22, what did I say?
And then 8 at the end.
Yeah.
So, yes, there you go. Pembroke women's seconds finished their season. They've had their ups and downs. They've had a reasonable season. Most of them, half of them have played for the third 11 and half of them have played for the first 11.
Yeah, there's a
There's
real mix, isn't it?
a few of them I suspect have played for all 3. Susie Whaley certainly has anyway.
Yeah.
So there is the match summary. Pembroke women wrap up their 2024 season just as Anna Beale and Lainey Martin finish putting out the signs. And another day is done. Back again tomorrow night for the men's seconds, and then on Thursday night for the men's fifths. I'm going to have to take one of these nights off because I need to go and do a PowerPoint presentation. I'm going
so
home
anyone
now
else, if there's anyone else who would like to come down and be on the microphones, that would be very helpful because it is a bit of a commitment to be here 7 days a week. Feels like.
We just have to ask Niall on that one.
Yeah.
Evening, Bill. How are you?
Good. All good.
How are you on Sunday morning? That's my standard question this week.
Yeah.
How were you on Sunday morning?
When was that? I missed the whole thing.
Yeah. Sunday morning.
Well, I was up early, and didn't I pay for it?
Yeah. Anyway, we thank you for joining us. Another Pembroke Cricket Live on YouTube production. Many thanks to Niall and to James, and even to Graham. Does the live scoring that let us mess around with all those figures at the
thanks,
end.
Graham.
Thanks very much, Graham.
Not score pyre this evening.
Not score pyre this evening, just scorer.
He's well and truly due for another medal, isn't he?
So with that, we'll say good night, and hopefully you'll join us again soon.
Good night.